Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Emma who lived in a small town. Emma loved cats, and she wished to have one as a pet. One day, her parents surprised her with a cute little kitten. Emma was ecstatic and decided to name her new feline friend Midnight. Midnight was a beautiful black cat with bright green eyes. During the day, she acted like a normal house cat, snuggled up with her owners and played with Emma and her little brother, Max. But as soon as night fell, Midnight's behavior changed. Emma and Max would go to bed, and Midnight would wait until she was sure that everyone was sound asleep. Then, she would slip out of the house, and her true adventures would begin. Midnight loved to explore the town at night. She would wander through the streets, jumping on rooftops and exploring every nook and cranny she could find. She would chase after mice and rats, much to the annoyance of the other cats in town who considered her an outsider. But Midnight didn't care. She loved her adventures, and she loved the thrill of the chase. She would often run into other animals, like foxes and raccoons, and they would become fast friends, playing and chasing each other until the sun started to rise. As soon as the first light of dawn would appear in the sky, Midnight would make her way back home. She would slip back into the house and climb back into her cozy bed, acting like nothing had happened. Emma and Max never knew about Midnight's secret adventures until one day, Emma woke up in the middle of the night and saw Midnight slipping out of the house. Emma, curious, decided to follow her new feline friend. Emma followed Midnight through the streets, watching as she climbed on top of buildings and chased after rodents. Emma was amazed, and Midnight was surprised to see that she had a human follower. From that night on, Emma and Midnight had a special bond. Emma would stay up late and follow Midnight on her adventures, and the two would play together under the stars. Emma promised never to tell anyone about Midnight's secret, and Midnight promised to always be there for her. Years passed, and Midnight grew older, and Emma grew up. Emma eventually moved away from the small town, but Midnight remained there, still going on her nightly adventures. But even as Midnight got older, she never forgot her little human friend who followed her through the streets. One day, Emma returned to the small town, and she went looking for Midnight. She found her sitting on the roof of her old house, looking out at the town she had grown to love. Emma called out her name, and Midnight jumped down from the roof and ran over to her. Emma and Midnight spent the night together, playing and chasing each other, just like they used to. And as the sun began to rise, Midnight made her way back home, back to her cozy bed, and to her secret life as a nighttime adventurer. From that day on, Emma visited Midnight every time she came back to town. And even though Midnight had many other animal friends, she knew that Emma was special, and she always made time for her. Midnight may have been a cat, but to Emma, she was so much more than that. She was her best friend, her confidant, and her secret adventurer.